Today, we're about to go over the dream symbol elevator. I know you've been in a dream where you saw yourself either on the elevator, going up on the elevator, or going down on the elevator. Well, today we about to go over that dream symbol, elevator. So why are you seeing yourself on the elevator? Like stairs, elevators can resemble and symbolize things going up in your life. But the difference is stairs is more leaning towards a personal thing in your life that's causing you to go up or down. Elevators is something you're depending on to cause you to go up or down. It could be a community. It could be a network. It could be a church, a group of people, an organization, something, an environment, whatever it is that you're depending on, something external that you're depending on, an environment of something external is causing your life to either go in a heavenly direction up or in a hellish direction down, or if you're in a neutral position, you're in a lukewarm environment. You're in a lukewarm dependency. You're in agreement somewhere with something lukewarm. If you're just sitting in the elevator, you're neither going up or down. And so pay attention to those factors. Pay attention to what God is showing you about that, because God can be delivering you from a lukewarm position if you get it interpreted. But if you see yourself going up on the elevator, that can represent you being connected to something, or you're depending on something that's causing your life to go up in a heavenly direction towards God. If you see yourself going down in the elevator, vice versa. You're depending on something in your life that's causing you to go more in a hellish direction. And if you see yourself going to the basement in the elevator, you arrived into something hellish in your life. You are in some type of agreement and connection of hell. That represents the destination of hell. Basement could represent the destination of hell in the elevator. Pay attention to that. But my apostle, David E. Taylor, always taught us this for many years. He said, anytime things go up around you, like when things get restored and repaired and become better, that's a sign that heaven is around you. But anytime things begin to go down and begin to be destroyed and be destructed, that's a sign that hell is around. Heaven always restores things and brings it up. Hell always causes things to go down. So pay attention to that. So that's your dream symbol for today, elevator.